Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. In the last few vlogs, the Company of Heaven have been revealing to us who the millennials and the children are and what their divine mission on earth is at this time. We are learning that in the inner realms, these souls are known as the Holy Innocents. They include the vast majority of people born on earth since 1987. After humanity was freed from our self-inflicted trap on the wheel of karma. The Holy Innocents have embodied on earth for the first time. Consequently, they were born karma-free. Prior to this embodiment, their I Am presence encoded special consciousness codes within their DNA structures that will be activated in divine timing. These consciousness codes are designed to help the Holy Innocents easily remember the training they received in the inner realms prior to this embodiment. This sacred knowledge will empower them to effectively assist humanity and the earth through the final stages of our ascension process. When we witness so many of the millennials and the children all over the world going through extremely challenging life experiences, it is easy to doubt the validity of these revelations. It also makes us question what being karma-free really means. Today, the Company of Heaven will help us to comprehend why so many of the millennials and children are suffering if they, in fact, are born karma-free. When we embody on earth, nothing about our birth circumstances is left to chance. Once we are given permission to embody or to re-embody on earth by our Father, Mother, God, our I Am presence helps us choose the most appropriate conditions for the learning experiences we have volunteered to go through. We choose our parents, our physical body, our race, our nationality, the location on the planet where we will be born, our socio-economic condition, and the family religion we will be exposed to as children. Prior to our fall from grace, these choices were always positive and designed to accelerate our spiritual growth and our divine mission of learning to become co-creators with our Father, Mother, God. After the fall, however, most of these choices had to do with what karmic liabilities we had either deliberately or inadvertently miscreated. Our choices were based on what circumstances we needed to experience in order to help us learn our lessons and transmute our miscreations back into light as quickly as possible. In relation to this, there is an interesting fact that the Company of Heaven wants us to contemplate during this confusing and often tumultuous time. Currently, in an attempt to maintain power and control, the recalcitrant souls are perpetuating hate, prejudice, suspicion, and fear between the various peoples of the world. Their goal is to divide people into aggressive and fear-based opposing factions so they will not hear the inner voice of their I Am presence, reminding them that they are one with the very people they are opposing and that there is no separation. The ludicrous thing about this malicious effort is that in most instances, those of us who are over the age of 30 have had hundreds of lifetimes on Mother Earth. We have literally chosen to be every gender, every race, nationality, religion, socioeconomic class, and lifestyle. Our physical body is merely the vehicle we use to navigate around in the physical plane. It is not who we are as a person. We choose these various earthly experiences because of what we will learn and how we will grow by walking in the shoes of our sisters and brothers. This profound truth may make you uncomfortable, but our Father, Mother, God, and your I Am Presence are longing for you to make peace with this reality. So the question now is, if the millennials and the children are embodying on earth for the first time, and they are karma-free, why are they experiencing so many painful and negative things? Well, in fulfillment of their divine missions, they too have chosen their particular birth experiences. They are very aware of the challenges humanity is experiencing due to the accelerated purging of our human miscreations from the old earth. They know that the asleep and miscalcitrant souls are so buried in the past karmic liabilities that they have not been able to raise their heads above the chaos effectively enough to perceive the light or hear the still small voice of their I Am Presence. The millennials and the children have come to help us through the final stages of Earth's ascension process. They understand that in order for the remaining masses to awaken quickly, they need exceptional assistance. The holy innocents trusted that with the knowledge they accumulated in the inner realms while waiting for the opportunity to embody on earth, and the fact that they were not going to be burdened with karmic liabilities from their past, they would be able to descend into the most painful situations on earth and return fairly unscathed. The plan was for them to awaken and lift into the light quickly. They believed they would be able to accomplish this on behalf of unawakened humanity far more easily than the karma-laden masses would be able to. A universal law that we are all subject to is, as I am lifted up, all life is lifted up with me. This is the knowing the millennials and the children had when they made the choice to descend into the most painful and challenging situations on earth on behalf of humanity. Tragically, what the holy innocents did not know is the lengths the recalcitrant souls had gone to in order to pollute the earth with deadly toxic substances that would contaminate the air they would breathe, the water they would drink, and the food they would eat. Due to the unconscionable behavior of the recalcitrant souls, the grossly contaminated physical, etheric, mental, and emotional bodies of both humanity and Mother Earth have wreaked havoc on Earth's ascension process. The awakening process of the millennials and the children has been thwarted in many ways. This has delayed these precious ones from actively participating in their divine missions. The encouraging news is that with the initiation of our Father, Mother God's new divine plan and the empowerment of our planetary grid of transfiguring divine love, the recalcitrant souls have been put on notice. The activities of light that will be co-created this year through the unified efforts of awakening humanity and the company of heaven will bring the recalcitrant souls' ability to block or interfere with humanity's awakening to a screeching halt. Today, Archangel Michael and Saint Germain are offering every person on earth a force field of invincible protection that will prevent anything that is not of the light from interfering with the fulfillment of his or her divine plan. If you have the heart call to do so, please join with me now, and together we will invoke the I Am Presence of every man, woman, and child on earth. we will establish the gift of this invincible protection from the heavenly realms around each person's physical, etheric, mental, and emotional bodies. This will occur in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. This gift of light from the heavenly realms will prevent the holy innocents from being overwhelmed with the surfacing miscreations of the old earth, and it will assist them and all of the rest of humanity to transcend the painful experiences of our contaminated, carbon-based earthly bodies. This force field of protection will also transcend the contaminated physical, etheric, mental, and emotional strata of the old earth. These are the elemental realms of consciousness that are now rebelling against the atrocities the recalcitrant souls have inflicted upon this planet. This rebellion is manifesting as the extreme weather conditions and the horrific natural disasters that are plaguing people around the world. Now, please go within to the divinity of your heart flame and focus on your I Am presence. Breathe in deeply and be here now. And we begin. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of all humanity. What I invoke for myself this sacred and holy day, I invoke on behalf of every man, woman, and child on earth. Beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Saint Germain, we ask you and your legions of angels to come forth now. Archangel Michael, encapsulate each of us, the millennials, the children, and all of humanity, in your invincible circle of white lightning. This is the ring-pass knot of God's first cause of perfection. Prevent anything that is not of the light from entering this force field or interfering with our service to the light and our divine mission of loving all life free. Saint Germain, fill the circle of white lightning that is now blazing around every person on earth with exquisite frequencies of the fifth dimensional violet flame of God's infinite perfection. Instantly transmute into light every thought, word, feeling, or action we have ever expressed or that we may express in the future that is less than the love and light of our I Am presence. Archangel Michael and Saint Germain, we ask that you permanently station an angel of protection and an angel of the violet flame within the aura of every person. Direct these angels to use their power and might to instantly cut us free, cut us free, cut us free from every line of force that would in any way strive to prevent the immaculate concept of our divine plans from being fulfilled. Free us instantly from any blocks or resistance from our own lower consciousness that might try to impede the God-victorious accomplishment of our heartfelt service to humanity, Mother Earth, and the light. Archangel Michael and Saint Germain, we ask that you now seal every person on earth in the glorious gift of light you have now established around the physical, etheric, mental, and emotional bodies of humanity and Mother Earth. Increase this light daily and hourly with every breath we take. We so decree it and accept it done. Through the power of God. I am. And so it is. Dear one, next week, the beings of light will begin sharing the first steps in transforming the contaminated carbon-based bodies of the millennials, the children, the rest of humanity, and Mother Earth into fifth-dimensional crystalline-based solar light bodies. God bless you, and I look forward to being with you next week.